Okay, we're back. Sorry for the inconvenience.
No, we're still not. It's still not on. It's been offline. It's on.
Now this is Ben on New York Alliance. Up next for his ring routine. Nice straight arms for Ben. Nice handstand. Let's see this. A little bit of form deduction on that. Piked in the hips, which caused the pike, bringing down his legs. Now, looks like he's going for his dismount. Just to lay out. Little chest, a little bit on the chest, but that was a really good routine. Little bit of form in that. Definitely probably not going to be as high as Adam's, but we'll see. Adam got a 10.9.
We got a special guest here. We got Reese. Reese is one of our best all-arounders on the team, and he recently had knee surgery. Welcome back, Reese. Tell me, how are you feeling today?
I'm feeling good. I feel like this meet is going well for us.
Absolutely, and can't wait to see Reese back out there. He's truly contributing, even though it's not in the gymnastics way right now. Viewers, say something in the comment section so we know you're here.
Really good routine. Looks like they're off chalking the rings up just for a little bit more grip because maybe he slipped off the rings, so they do need to chalk it up. Very important for the events to be chalked up because you're not going to want to be slipping off the equipment. So I don't know. Chalk is very important in the sport of gymnastics.
So
If
true.
if you're not if you're not wearing it basically all over your body at the end of practice, what are you even doing during practice? But
Good to see that we got 14 viewers in here right now.
if anyone's Husky fans, please comment in the comment section.
We have Eli Cohen here, current gymnast on the team. He says, "Nice work." That is me.
Next up for New York Alliance is Connor Howell with looks like Chris's Devalia 10.7. So they really got him on that dismount. Pretty sure it could have gone higher than a 10.7, but still pretty good for that dismount with a fall dismount.
We got Kelly in here, same last name as Carl, so I would assume that you have some relation. Says, "Go Huskies."
Connor Connor with a good kip pass to Alhold on rings. Really straight in the arms, really pointing those toes. Nice giant. A little bit arms.
What do you expect to see from the Huskies on their ring rotation here, Rob?
The Huskies really good on floor. They're really clean. They're one of the I mean on rings. They're really clean. Although they don't have the difficulty, one thing they show is their execution and it shows. But I'm really excited to see sophomore Everett Barnett because when I tell you his dismount is really the best dismount I've seen on rings, I'm truly being honest with you.
Absolutely.
He has very good power on this event. And another person I'm excited to see is a freshman Avery Anderson from Louisiana. This guy's a powerhouse. He's so strong. He shows the difficulty in this routine.
We also got all-arounders Liam and Carl. Carl is the all-around scorer for this meet, but nonetheless, these boys will show their consistency. So far, the scores we have in for NYA's ring rotation: a 10.9, a 9.8, a 10.7, and an 11.55. These scores are in the lower range, I would say. If you look in their past events.
I mean, it's really hard to score big on rings because you need to be strong for rings, and that's where the difficulty is those more harder strings. But up next for New York Alliances is their anchor Ryan Doug. With Connor Howell, the gymnast before him, getting 11.550, highest score in this rotation. So pretty good. Nice cross by Ryan. Very nice. All you need to dismount. Let's see if we find it. And a stuck dismount by Ryan Doug. Very nice.
Close out the NYA ring rotation. Move on to our Huskies.
Their total ring score is 138.050. That's their total team score right now. We're really excited to see this NIU team on rings. It's one of my favorite events to watch them on because, like I said before, their execution on this event is really, really nice. Um, with like I said, Everett Barnett, especially Jenner Enyart, the senior on this team, only upperclassmen on this rotation right now. So it's pretty impressive when you have a full lineup of freshmen and sophomores on your team because it shows that this program is gonna build on in the future. So we got Veteran Stray first up on this event. Now the Huskies look very composed, very calm. They don't look like they're very nervous at all. They're having a little conversations on the side with each other, making sure each of one of them are calm and composed. That's what you're gonna want to see with teammates. Someone that could keep you calm, but still excited to hit a routine. And that's
We
all you
got
need.
judges running through this gym right now. You see Christian there. Little gallop.
Period.
You know, Christian's definitely a hardworking guy. You know, he coaches his team at Palatine High School, where he was this morning. So, full day for him. Shout out Christian.
Ryan Duggan's score on Rings for New York Alliance was at 13.7, the highest score in that rotation. Pretty far from the other rotations, with their lowest score being a 9.800, which they're not going to count because they have a 10.700. So that's good. Aiden Vinistray waiting to salute to the judges. And when I talk about not having too much difficulty, but execution is really good, is when I'm talking about Vinistray. Vinistray, you'll see rarely any bent arms, any bent legs. His toes are always pointed, and he'll give you a hit every single time.
Just gonna start this off in green.
And I was gonna need big scores here, whether it's with difficulty or execution, to catch up to New York Alliance.
Beautiful kip. You know, we want to see no feet dropping below the rings, and that was just
And holding
prime
it for 2 seconds.
example.
Holding it for 2 seconds. Very, very straight on that. Nice press handstand. Let's fight for it. Nice giant, a little bit in the arms, but nothing major.
Oh.
Finds the landing with that stick. Really, really good routine by Vaden Stray.
Absolutely. When we talk about a clean routine, he perfectly executed that right there, and he's pumped. And what a great note to start off on here on Ring for NIU.
That's gonna set the tone for the next routines on NIU's rotation, which is a really good.
Who's up next, Rob?
The man himself, Jared Enyard.
What a treat.
This is a treat. Every time you see Jared on this event, it just melts my eyes, to be honest with you.
He's battled through some shoulder injury here. And, you know, this guy is just something special, I'll tell ya.
He's a really special senior. Still undecided whether he's going to stay for a 5th year, which is pretty possible for him to do. But this is, if he does decide to leave, this is going to be a very unfortunate loss for NIU. But all he needs to do is show out for his last season here at NIU.
And that he has been doing.
You're gonna see this routine, and your jaw's gonna be on the floor.
We got an 11.75 from Vaden on rings here. Now that, you know, it's a good score, I think. Look at that.
Nice hold, really nice hold by Jared Enyard, holding that for that 2 seconds. Jared is a beast. He's a monster. Like, it shows in his muscles, and holding every single handstand without breaking it. Double layout with
Oh.
with the stick. Really nice stick by Jared Enyard. First one I think he's ever sticked ever. That was really nice. So happy for Jared. Gonna be in our highlight reel for sure.
He stood that right up too, you know, not a flaw there on that landing.
Really good in the air too. No leg separation, a little bit on the toes, but it was really, really nice. Very, very proud of him. Should be scoring high.
We got Avery up next here. Now this guy's freakishly strong. He really delivers.
He's a freshman that could hit if you and with a lot of difficulties, so it's really important for this NIU team if they're gonna want to grow the score.
We got a 12.5 from Jared.
A really impressive score. No Avery Anderson on rings. You're gonna see very difficult skills in Avery's routine with this.
Now
Showing
that
no,
first skill he held it over.
showing no
every-
hesitation on those skills, holding it for 2 seconds, just what NIU needs to get the least amount of deductions. Fighting for that skill, fighting. Nice. Find it. A little step on the dismount, but that was overall a good routine. He tried to cover up some of his mistakes, which worked. It looked like. So as long as it wasn't a fall, that's what NIU needs right now.
Yeah, the difficulty of his strength skills really help him out when mistakes come along the way.
Liam McHugh next up. McGuire up on rings. Very important freshman to this NIU team. Scores pretty big for this team. Has been battling with some injuries over the past few meets. Been in and out of the lineups, but looks pretty good to start competing. Although he still has problems, he's getting better by the day, and really shows how bad he wants it for this team competing out here today. Avery Anderson with an 11.650 rings, really nice. A little bit lower from the 12.50 from Jared Inyard, but pretty good scores overall by NIU. Nice kip cast to out hold by Liam. A little bit low on the out hold, but shouldn't be taking too much on that. Fighting for the handstand. Good, he didn't drop. Dismount. With a little scooch to the back, but really nice and clean routine by Liam.
Yeah, you see how these gents right here truly battle to the end. He's been working on that handstand. He was able to control it, even though initial shakes and the dance when he lands the dismount. Rings is a fun event for the NIU Huskies.
You see, NIU really doesn't have that difficulty, but like they're really clean on this event, and it shows. You can't really take off too much on pointed toes, and legs. So that's something that you want if you're gonna want to replace the difficulty. And up next, our sophomore Everett Barnett. He's a computer science major. He's a really smart guy. So it's nice to see him doing gymnastics. And
We got Liam here with us now. Liam, how do you think that routine went?
Thought it went pretty good. Went at the wrong time on my backup prize, but thought it thought it was pretty good. Other than that,
Yeah, good job, Liam.
thank you.
Everett Barnett up on rings right now. If you're also gonna want a clean hit with really cool skills in it, you're gonna want Everett up next.
We got an 11.4 from Liam. Not as highest, but also a pretty solid score for the Huskies.
Everett's really calm and collective on this event. He makes sure he takes time for each skill. Never thinks ahead. And that's something you want when you're doing a routine. Really nice dismount. Nice dismount for everybody. That was a good rotation for the Huskies.
Absolutely.
No major deductions, no one fell. So that's really what the NIU wanted coming into this event, with
Yeah.
them being 5 points behind New Yorker Lions. So I'm really eager to see the score.
Ooh. Yeah.
Sorry, Everett Barnett was not the last competitor for NIU.
Oh, no need to apologize. That is okay. He did get an 11.85, so we got some pretty good scores.
The scores are building. The scores are building, and that's exactly what NIU needs right now. Carl up next for NIU on rings. And Carl's gonna bring that execution to this ring routine.
Now this is for his all-around score right here.
They're just gonna need a hit. That's all they're gonna need. They're gonna not. Pretty nice form. Poised toes pointed throughout that press. All he needs to dismount. Really nice form. He just needs to find it. Nice dismount by Paul. Pretty good hits by NIU. What do you think, Eli?
I agree. That was exactly what we needed. As we transition into vault, I think that NIU is proving that we could really recover after any little mistakes and keep the momentum going. That rings rotation right there. I mean, we saw held handstands, saw a lot of strength, a lot of just overall control.
Exactly, and that's something you want to see when you're trying to catch up to a team you were 5 points behind. So you really want to capitalize on when they fell. So good job by NIU. All the scores are finalized for that second rotation, and the total team scores right now is New York Alliance 141.950 with NIU not too behind with a 138.5150. So
Remarkable little catch up there. We were 5 points behind, and we've really been gaining traction as this meet goes on.
so what do you think NIU is gonna have to do on this event to catch up to New York Alliance, Eli?
I think they're just gonna have to be confident, honestly, because these guys are capable. We got What do we have here? We got McBain, eager to get back into the swing of things. We got Luke, powerhouse from earlier. We got Jacob Miller, remarkable vaulter, and Everett and Carl. So these are all people we can depend on for a good vault rotation.
Yes, I definitely agree with that. I think it's just gonna come up to them fighting this landing. So hopefully they can do that today. Jack Ryder from New York Alliance just went and got a 13.60. Aiden Arena next for New York Alliance on vault. Really nice cross full by Aiden. Pretty good in the air, a little bit pikey. Not too much big of a step on that landing, but overall pretty nice. Sorry for Casey. Aiden Aiden got a 13.6. So it looks like the vault scores are building for New York Alliance. This is Justin Liam. Liam is subbing in for Luke right now. So not pretty difficult change for this lineup. Liam has done vault before, has been having a little bit problems on this event, but
It's just because of injury and vaults, you really just gotta go in there and send it. But Liam does a lot for his team, so that's what
yes.
this will be.
So he's just gonna have to have the nerves calm down and just focus on this event one by one.
Crazy grab right there.
Casey just got a 12.500 for New York Alliance. Pretty good vault. Pretty good score. It seems as not high as a score as his teammate Aiden, but it's in the range of those 12s, those mid 12s. Looks like New York Alliance is getting ready for their next vaulter. Who is Chris? Who is Ryan Doug? The last gymnast on this event. With Chris Devalia getting a 13.6, the highest vault score on this rotation. Usually with anchors, they're the they're the most person with the most difficulty on the whatever event you're on. So hopefully we see a big vault by him.
Tom S says go McBain, and that I agree.
Oh,
He
and
will.
that looked like a cause full. Pretty nice in the air. Not too much on that landing, a little bit flexy I saw, but overall pretty good vault.
Little change here. We got 4 vaulters for NIU.
So NIU's gonna have to hit every single one of these vault with Liam being taken out of the vault rotation last minute.
Every single vault.
But NIU's gonna need to find these landings. That's one thing they're gonna need to focus on in this rotation.
This is really just a test for how much they can really execute when team needs it.
They can make no mistake. But NIU is pretty good on this event. They're very clean. They just need to find the landings. McBain Schultzen first up on for NIU, and he's gonna do a front handspring entry. McBain has changed his ball this year to a front handspring front pike. He was having a little bit trouble with his calls, so they decided to switch it up a little bit when he got better, and it looks like it's working out for him. So let's see if he can find this landing. Nice landing by McBain. A little bit of a hop, but still very nice.
And there were really no major deductions. His form is good. He's powerful. We got Alex Hopper in the chat. Alex is one of our most talented vaulters, and he does have strep throat. Very unfortunate for NIU, but nonetheless, we hope you feel better, Alex.
Ryan got a 13.7000 by New York Lions.
So they did finish with a 51.75 on vault, which is a very, very nice vault score.
Highest vault score in that rotation. Next gymnast up for NIU is Jacob Miller, Oklahoma native. When I think of a heart and soul of this team, I think of Jacob Miller. He's very passionate about this team. He really wants the best for this team.
He's loud, he motivates everyone. It's the spirit of the gym. And
He's a really good vaulter. He's very clean, pointed toes. Like I said, he's just getting to find the landing in this vault. So
see what he got.
he's been hurt a couple times this season. Has come back, but let's see. Nice lounging by Jacob Miller. Really nice. One of the best ones we've seen him this season.
Absolutely,
This
that
is
was
definitely going to be
highest score that he's gotten on vault this season. I mean, there was
gonna be
just
pretty high up there for this vault rotation.
hmm
McBain Schultzen got an 11.9 for NIU. Pretty good start for the Huskies.
Nice job, Jacob.
Everett Barnett next for the Huskies. Everett Barnett is a very powerful gymnast on this event. He's gonna do his simpler vault today, but he's definitely capable of adding a half to the routine. So pretty excited to see that in the postseason. Hopefully to see it in the postseason.
We got a 12-9 for Jacob here.
Pretty good score. Hopefully the scores just keep on building for NIU. That's what they're gonna need to do is build these scores.
This really determines if they stay in this meet or not.
Nice farm.
Solid.
Not too big of a hop on that landing, but it was really good involved by Everett Barnett.
What would you predict the score being on that one?
I think it's gonna be a little bit lower than Jacob Miller's, but definitely a little bit higher than McBain's. So
I would say, Jacob, come here. Jacob, that was a beautiful vault. How you feeling?
Oh, I feel good.
Yeah. How do you think this meet's going so far?
We have great momentum and the energy's up, and we've been sticking a lot of things. So trying to keep that momentum and keep it strong.
Thank you, Jacob.
and I'm gonna pull Everett to the side, put him under his little bit under pressure because he's not very vulnerable. But let's see what he thinks. Everett, what do you think about your vault? How did you think about your vault?
It was a little too much power. I overcooked it a little bit.
It's good vault. Good vault.
Hmm?
Good vault.
Thank you. Thank you.
We
Next
got
up is
Carl go.
Let's see if we can find it. Nah.
And that he did. This was a wonderful rotation by the Huskies.
Everett Barnett matched Jacob's 12.900.
Mm.
Very, very nice.
Yeah, both judges judged it those two vaults the exact same. So a lot of consistency on this team right here. Eight for Carl. We got a 12-8 for Carl. This was exactly what the Huskies needed. Wonderful performance here, even with their fifth person dropping. They knew they all had to hit, and they really did. Robert, comment.
That just shows how tough and mentally the Huskies are, and it's really good to have that in a team because you never know when there's only going to be four people up for one event, and you really need to prepare for that. And I feel like the Huskies did really good with that. So good job on them for that.
Yeah. The Huskies only got 1.4 less than NYA on this rotation, and they lost a person. They're just doing single twists and single flips. This is truly a wonderful rotation that we just saw.
And seeing them in practice, the Huskies are looking to upgrade those bots. Some with adding full in their bot or just having a half, which will definitely bring up the score for that vault rotation. So really excited to see and hopefully to see that in the postseason. Um, the the score totals is 193.700 for New York Alliance with NIU's 188.750. So NIU's not too far behind, but they're gonna need to pick up the momentum if they're really gonna want to push in front of New York Alliance. New York Alliance is up next on the P bars. Looks like they're still warming up for it. Eli, what are you excited for postseason?
I'm just excited to work hard in the gym again and see how we grow. I feel like it's been a great season. We've had a lot of growth already, and everyone's kind of gotten to know each other more than at the beginning of the year. So practice should be even better than it was before, and just seeing the team grow is wonderful.
I'm really excited to see how the Huskies are gonna beat in this postseason. I want to see the determination they want to fight for that spot at nationals and to see if they truly want it. Because if you're really gonna want something, you're really gonna fight for it. And what it looks right now, they've been building up their scores since their first meet, so it looks like they really want this. They just need to believe in themselves and just push through it. No hesitation. Go.
Absolutely. Uh, we're waiting on NYA to get started with their P bars rotation here. We got Adam starting. He's put a pretty good performance so far. In terms of the Huskies, P bars is either hit or miss. Uh, in past in the season, they've kind of let their mistakes get the best of them, but as it's gone on, they've just really found that consistency they need. So we're hoping for the same thing today. We got Vaden, then Mason, Ray, Everett, and Carl on P bars. So looking forward to that. All right, let's get started here. We got a nice out there. That is rare for sure. Very hard. Nice routine there. It's clean.
That's a good team for Adam right there. This New York Alliance squad is pretty nice. They're pretty good. They're consistent. They look pretty good.
They do remind me a lot of The Huskies, let me tell you.
That's why we wanted to have this competition with them to see.
Okay, okay.
For the NIU Husky P-bar routine, we also have really strong people, a lot of clean people. I think one problem that we just have is just hitting and like finding those landings when we have dismounts. Something that we've been working on in the gym a lot. So really hope we can put that into the competition today. But up next for the New York Alliance is Jack, as he waits to salute. Still waiting for Annenberger's final score to come in. Eli, what's your favorite event?
My favorite event is floor rub. What about you?
I really enjoy some pommel horse, especially floor.
Yeah, you and I have both had a little bit of struggles with ankle. Ankle seems to be trending this year. Let me tell you.
Yeah, not just for our team, for everyone in gymnastics recently.
I don't know why that
uh,
is, but
it's a lot. It's a lot on your body. But hey, what's the sport without a little pain?
we got an 11-9 from Adam off New York.
Jack is up next. Pretty nice. A little bit of separation in legs with a full dismount with a stuck landing. Really nice for Jack. Really nice. They're really gonna really want that routine. Um, all I gotta say is a little bit of form in that routine, but overall, you can't you can't unsee the a stuck dismount because I feel like it's just a highlight no matter whose routine you're watching.
I agree. That is for sure.
Like it almost feels like everything you saw before just erases and you just focus on that one dismount. And a lot
Yeah.
of people are like 10, 10, 10, or like they just want the highest score, but people do forget. So it looks like Ethan Rio is up next for New York Alliance as he waits to salute the judges. He looks pretty calm. Couple looks like he's gonna chalk up the bar a little bit more. Something really important that a gymnast needs because you want to make sure that you're comfortable on your
Rob's a big
equipment.
fan of chalk. Can't tell.
I love chalk. I practically eat it,
All right, bud.
which I don't, but it just looks like very looks like you worked hard. So if you have chalk all over your body at the end of practice, then it's just like okay.
He means to say it looks tasty.
I wouldn't say that, but
Okay, all right.
I think the worst part of gymnastics is having to wait for a score to come in while the judges are taking forever to judge because it just brings up the nerves.
Mm-hmm.
But we're still waiting on Jack's last score. I don't know what, not, I don't know a lot of information on what's happening, but all we could do is wait and find out. Jack's score is coming in, and it looks like it's going to be. Give us a second. It looks like it's going to be an 11.850. So a little bit lower than his 5'10" slower than his previous teammate Adam, but not too bad. As Ethan Rio starts P bars. Nice handstand. Nice. Pointed toes with through it. Looks very powerful. Looks like he knows what he's doing. He's very confident in his movements. No hesitation, which is exactly what you want to see in a gymnast, especially at the end of the regular season, because you want to be as confident. Oh, just
No.
with a little bit of a step. Could have had that stuck. He just leaned too, his shoulders leaned too back a little, but overall, nice routine. Looked like it was a very strong. He was very confident. Something that you just need. You would rather have that than just have and not have a stick than like have a sloppy routine and a stick, because a stick is only one skill in your routine. So with Ethan's Rio score being at 12.350, a little bit of an improvement from his previous teammates who went on this event. So New York Alliance is 8th on this event, um, out of 15. So that's a pretty good spot to be in. Um, and Ben is up next. Well, NIU is 9th on PBAR, so right behind New York Alliance. So this is gonna be a tough matchup between the two. Very similar teams. Ben with that front full, an unusual dismount you'll see in a P-bar routine, but a pretty interesting one. One that I really like to see. I like to see not usual stuff in a routine.
Absolutely, and keep an eye out for high bar later because NIU is actually ranked 10th, while New York is ranked 11th, I believe. Let me verify. Oh, wait. NIU is ranked 8th on high bar.
Which is pretty good, and that's something good you want to end on. Is one of your best events, because with NIU falling behind a couple points, you're gonna want to finish strong on your one of your best events, and that's how you're gonna go out and show out. Ben got an 11.4, um, so pretty good score. Lowest score in the rotation so far. As we wait on Ryan to salute. Now he's saluting. Um, Looks like he's gonna do a different dismount than we usually see here, which is pretty awesome. Because, like I said, I like looking at different different stuff in a routine. Not seeing a repetitive routine gets pretty boring. So pretty nice to see that. Um, nice straight hands, straight arms. I like how he's controlling that that press up to handstand. Something that you really want to see is no hesitation in that handstand. Oh, and a stick layout dismount. Really nice routine. Really easy routine, but sometimes you want an really easy routine and clean routine than a hard and sloppy routine, because that's gonna take you farther. Really, but really nice job by Ryder. Eli, what do you think is the importance of gymnastics? Like, how do you see it helping the sport of men's gymnastics, and how it's impacted it?
Um, you know, Gym Act offers so many opportunities for gymnasts, just like me. And I found such great friends. I really found a home here at NIU because of the program. Um, I truly feel like the community is unlike anything else. And I never thought I would have opportunity to do college gymnastics. So it's kind of like a dream come true. What do you think, Rob?
I think it's a very helpful and inspiring opportunity. Helping the sport not die is a really important topic that we always talk about in the sport of gymnastics. So I'm glad that it's giving opportunities for people that can't really find it. And a nice stuck landing by Chris
Mhm.
D'Elia, their final competitor, pommel horse, parallel bars, with Ryder before him getting 11.8. So this is gonna be a pretty big score for Chris. That's the landing.
Back leaned on the pommel horse on our right side. He is a great coach. Let me tell you, he's really put his heart and soul into this team. What do you? Any comment on that, Rob?
Yes, Zach is a really supported role. If you really need someone to talk to, or just someone, whether it's in or outside of the gym, he's someone you can go to, and he's really understanding.
We got Vaden here starting us off. Few bars.
Aiden is a very, like I said, he's a very clean gymnast, so that's what you're gonna want in a routine, especially if you don't have that much difficulty in it. I believe he also does a front dismount off P bars, which I really like.
You are
And
correct.
he usually finds the landing, so hopefully he finds it today.
No, I think he will. It's been a good day for Vaden.
As he waits up to salute. Okay. So he's gonna set the tone for this NIU P bar routine. First skill kip to handstand. Nice. Nice straight arms. Oh, that's what you need. Giant. Really nice. Nice straight arms. Nice handstand. Could have held it for a little bit longer.
But you see how tight he is, how straight his arms are. He's so precise.
Yes, I'm not seeing any separation in the legs. No bent arms. Something that you need in a routine. He fought for that. Gonna take on that step a little bit. Really nice routine by Baden. Only major thing was that step on the dismount, but overall it was really nice. Something that you need in this rotation.
Yeah, you can see how these guys are really fighting to the end here.
And when you talk about NIU, you don't really focus on their difficulty. You focus on the execution, and they put on a show. It might not be the difficulty, but it's nice when you see nice gymnasts with pointed toes, nice straight arms, no bent legs. It's good to see that now because I feel the sport now you just want to throw everything you can and get a difficulty score without it looking nice.
You got to remember, it's artistic gymnastics. It's not just gymnastics, So I feel like Zach Sipra and the coaching staff here really helps us understand the precision we need to make our gymnastics work.
Next up is sophomore Mason Watson. Mason is a staple for this P-bar routine. He's on pretty much every lineup for this P-bar. He has difficult skills, although he's not the cleanest on this event. He still puts in the work and the determination it needs. And obviously, Zach wants him in this lineup, and he proves that he needs to be in this lineup. So front dismount as well. Little bit in the dismount, but nice landing. Not too much of a step.
He gets those skills out there. He really does.
I guess it's a trend to have front dismount in this lineup. I'm liking what I see. I believe that's the last front dismount you'll see on this team. Vaden Stray with an 11.7 on P bars.
We saw a lot of 11s for got 112 for New York on P bars.
And NIU is very capable of getting a 12 with their next three people up with Raymond Millette. He's very clean with good difficulty in his routine. Everett Barnett with as well good difficulty. And then Carl out with a great execution score. Senior Jared Enyard is not competing on P bars, which is really important for this NIU squad to have a really good score. So they're definitely missing out on that. But Ray Mollett waits to salute the judge. Still waiting on Mason Watson's score. Mason Watson's score came in. It's a 9.400, a score that they're going to want to drop.
I'd like to apologize for the cursor that has been in the middle of our Zoom thus far on the stream. I was not aware that would show. Ray up now.
Ray needs to hit this routine if they want to push NIU's score up. And he's definitely capable of doing this with his clean lines and his difficulty. He just needs to stay calm. Nice. Nice form. Nice pointed toes. Really nice in those.
Those skills are vital for his routine. Those are the big difficulty skills, and
Find this landing.
found it.
Found it.
That is what we needed right there.
A clean, good hit. Didn't need to focus on too much because I just needed to go through that routine with that 9.4 by Mason Wilson. So that's the one that they're going to want to drop. So
That routine by Ray really kept us in here, I'd say. That was important. And he knows how to handle the pressure.
up next is Seth, the star sophomore, Ever Barnett. Ever Barnett is a very important person in this team. If you want to hit or just someone like cool to talk to, Ever Barnett's the person to do it. He's a staple in this team.
Mm-hmm. Fun fact about Everett, he didn't drive to practice his freshman year because he told us, well, I wasn't here, but this rumor has that allegedly said he didn't have a car.
Yes,
Now, Rob, any comments on this?
he
What
did
ended up
indeed have a car second semester, and no one knew about it. But I feel like that was the best because Everett was the type of guy to be shy coming to NIU. He was very introverted, and now that you meet Everett, he's a whole different person in a good way. So I'm glad in a sense that we got him out of his comfort zone. Ray Millett getting a 13 point. Oh, it's not final. Still waiting on last card for Ray Millett. Christian doesn't. Final score for Ray Millett 11.250.
a lot lower than expected, I'd say.
I do believe that. I mean, there was definitely some little form issues, but hey, you can only move up from here. So it's on Everett and Carl to push up this score if they really want to win this competition. And Everett's pretty consistent on this event. He knows what to do when he needs to do it. So he can't get too ahead of himself. So he just needs to breathe, not to think too much. Dismount. Nice dismount by Everett. Really nice. That dismount was really nice. A little bit on the landing, but really good in the form. This should be one of the highest scores for NIU on this rotation. So, and it is the highest score so far by .5, it being 11.750. Really nice for Everett. Carl up next. Carl's gonna need a hit. Carl's gonna need to like not show any hesitation. Point his toes. Keep those legs locked. Nice by Carl. He's need to have one of the best routines of his life right here in order for the Huskies to stay. Nice press to handstand. No bent arms, pointed toes. Dismount. That's unfortunate for the NIU Huskies. Looked like he had it. But they're gonna need to dust that off for the next event and just go off on their one of their best events, high bar. But as we wait for the score to come in for Carl, we're gonna move on to the last and final rotation for this competition today, which is New York Alliance on high bar. So pretty excited to see what they have on there. They're ranked 11th in the nation on this event. A little bit lower than NIU. NIU's ninth on this event, so this is where NIU could really find eighth on this event. So this is where NIU could really compete with New York Alliance right here if they're gonna want to win this meet.
We got Ryan starting us off on high bar.
Nice form. That was really good. Nice half pirouette. I think he's gonna set up for his dismount right now. Let's see, it is on a stuck landing by Ryan. Really nice routine by him. It was really clean. Not too many deductions I could see in that routine, and he should be pretty happy with that.
Beautiful routine right there.
Should score really high. And that's what you're gonna want for your lead off. You're gonna want someone strong to start off the whole rotation because they're the tone. They're the tone of this whole rotation. So you're gonna want to start really strong for the next competitors to keep going and scoring even higher than the Ryan's final score is a 12.150. Up next for New York Alliance is Adam. As Adam starts his routine. Nice. I feel like high bar is the coolest event to watch in men's gymnastics. There's definitely a lot of risk taking moves.
I agree. I'm terrified of it though.
It's really interesting to watch. And just to lay out for his dismount with a stuck landing. Pretty nice routine. Pretty clean.
Mm-hmm.
When? Up next for New York Alliance, as we wait for Adam's score, is Connor Howell. Looks like Adam's score just came in, and it's 11.500. As Connor Howell steps up for his high bar routine. Was dismount? Oh, he flew. Oh, he flew into the pit for that dismount. I'm not too sure what they're gonna do with that, but
I would say just take a fall reduction.
I mean, I don't know what they can do with that. I don't know. I'm not a judge. That's not in my hands. And thank goodness it's not, because I have no idea what I would do with that. But overall, pretty good routine. Major deduction on that dismount, but it looks like New York Alliance has been hitting these routines. It shows that with the last two routines sticking, pretty impressive. Chris D'Elia next on high bar with Connor Howell getting it a 10.6. Pretty big deduction on his landing, but that was the only significant thing that they got on that routine.
Yeah, Liam, how do you think the meet is going? Now, I asked you earlier, but it's good to check back in.
I think we're doing pretty good. I think we we were picking up the pace. I think we're doing pretty good right now.
I agree. Big stick from New York.
Why are we up here? Oh, oh, hi. All right, who's going next? All right, here we go.
We got Casey next. Yeah.
Wait.
Okay, just give it that.
Hold on.
No, no, no.
Here we have Casey from New York coming up on high bar. We have our fourth athlete here. Scores are looking pretty good from New York so far.
Quite unsure why the score is taking a little bit longer than expected. Wish I could tell everyone, but so tell us about your gymnastics skills. How was today's competition for you, Liam?
I think today went pretty well today. Think rings, I enjoyed my skills that I did. If I just till conferences, we got a couple of weeks. Think I can add a couple tens to the routine. Hopefully, get a big score for that. Floor, I think just as long as I keep it consistent, I think I'll do pretty good. I think the team will do pretty well.
Nice to hear. Nice to hear. I hope that plays in your favor.
When here we have the dismount from Casey.
Now we see New York, they put up some scores upwards of 10, but consistently more 11s. We see a lot of high 11s with NIU. We'll see what comes out with that last routine there, but
NIU coming out of finishing up warm-ups here are looking pretty good, pretty confident for this.
Like I said earlier, NIU is ranked higher than York Alliance on this, so you're gonna be seeing really cool high dismounts for NIU. Pretty impressive ones.
I agree. I think we can see some exciting gymnastics here coming from NIU's high bar.
Yes, and they're gonna want to use that number 8 national ranking on this event to their advantage.
Yeah, they play to their strength. I think this competition will be very competitive. Go.
Go Huskies!
whoop whoop.
NIU's ready. Sound ready. Still waiting on Casey's score. Um, Unsure why it's taking a long time, but I don't think that's the score that they're gonna. That's the score that's gonna count. So the total for that event is gonna be a little bit higher than what you see right now. It is 43.700. So we'll give you an update as soon as Casey's score comes in.
This last event here seemed to be a very competitive event for both teams. It's going to come down to this high bar.
Yeah, it is.
If the Huskies want to win this, then they're gonna have to put everything they want into these routines. They're gonna have to find those line-ins. We're gonna have to find those pointed toes, straight legs, no hesitation on the skill, just like how they do it in practice.
And here we have Vaden Shrey. How do you think you did today?
Thought I did good. Besides my P bars, it was a little iffy, but otherwise proud of my execution today.
I think your P bars, they went pretty well. I think your P bars went pretty well.
It personally felt a little iffy. Could have been better.
Hey, it could always be better, but
Everything could always be better.
could always be better. But I think
You know what's gonna be great though? This high bar rotation.
this high bar set's gonna be very very good.
We
We
need
have
to
a
be
very
very clean.
we have a very
Come on top.
very good group of guys here. We have what's our lineup looking like here?
Casey scores from New York Alliance just came in with 11.2, and their final team score is a 288.050. So up next is senior Zach McHugh. First time we're seeing him here today in this competition. Pretty good leadoff for this NIU high bar rotation. Pretty consistent most of the all the time. Really good person to have first up on your event. It seems like Coach Cipra really trusts him in this spot, and it works every time. So it's a really clean gymnast with high releases and a really nice dismount.
Always keeps it very clean. I think that's why he's trusted in that first position.
Exactly. Nice.
The high release move to start off the routine.
He floats on that. Really good blind change.
Very good angles. Keeps it super clean.
Points pointed throughout this routine. Really high. All he needs is this dismount. And he finds
Zach McHugh.
he finds that dismount. Really nice routine by Zach. Really clean.
That's
got-
huge.
We got 2 stuck double lays today.
That's huge for NIU to start this rotation off if they want to rally right here.
Which they definitely will, I'll tell you, Liam.
I agree with that.
Word. We got Vaden right here behind Liam. Seems he has something to say.
I'm just in awe. It was beautiful. I'm speechless. I'm really proud of my team captain.
Oh, I am too. I couldn't ask for a better role model. And he just gets it done. He does it beautifully.
Now we have the man on his comeback. He had a 6 month, no, like basically a year and a half off of gymnastics, and now he's coming back.
It's McBain.
And he's gonna
It's
kill
McBain,
it.
by the way. There we go.
It's really nice to see McBain in this high bar spot, especially all the adversity he's faced in the last year. This routine's really important for him.
Okay.
It's our first time seeing McBain here on high bar since since coming back. I think it's gonna be very big for the team here.
Zach McHugh.
McBain's a really good gymnast on this event. He has the power to go up, and his dismount's crazy. So he needs to hit this routine. He wants to prove to the coaches that he's right for this position. Nice. Free up to handstand.
A lot of power from McBain here.
Release. And just misses that release skill. He's going to want to shake it off and not focus too much on that to finish his routine. Has to have a strong mind.
Reset here. Come back. Have a nice end of the routine. I think he'll be happy with himself for first time coming back.
Not quite what NIU wanted right now, but hey, you can only go up from here.
Come on. Don't see.
Looks like he's going to do it again. Catches the bar this time. Really nice by McBain. All he needs is a dismount. He needs to
Let's
find it.
see if he can find it.
Really high dismount. High dismount. Little step on the landing, but pretty good overall.
We have Zach McHugh here after a victorious stick and wonderful routine. Zach, how you feel?
Pretty good, pretty good.
Understatement right there. How do you feel?
I don't know. It's not stream appropriate.
Understood. Well, we are sure proud of you and proud to call you our captain.
The new face in this high bar lineup is Jacob Miller as his second meet competing high bar. Really clean gymnast, really high gymnast when he does his dismount. Really good asset to this rotation. Excited to see him here tonight. Hopefully he could hit because that's what NIU needs right now after that fall by Big Bane.
Come on, Jacob.
Jacob Miller up next for NIU.
Come on, Jacob.
Little stop in his routine, a little mess up, a little fluke. Something that he's to move on to finish up his soon. All he needs is dismount.
High fly.
Nice stick by Jacob Miller. Really nice stick. A little bit unfortunate for that stop in that routine, but really nice overall.
Even though he had that little stop, I think that stuck dismount really will make him feel good about that routine.
No, for sure. Any stuck dismount will make anyone feel good.
We like stuck dismounts here.
Oh, yes, we do.
I know I do.
I know I do.
Got me feeling a little silly and goofy every time I stick something.
Wake up.
Yeah, you can have the best routine of your life, but when you don't stick that, it makes it feel just
It feels like the worst routine
just
of
feels
your
like the
life.
worst routine. And then that stick really puts the icing on the cake there.
Yeah, it really does. Freshman Carl up next. McBain got a 10.2.
Gara here showing off the all-around spot here for the Huskies today. He's doing pretty good so far. Let's see if he can finish off his night on a high note.
No pun intended.
We see a lot of great straight lines and a lot of straight arms, straight legs from Carl. That's why he's trusted in this all-around spot.
Carl's a little bit behind in the all around by more than a little bit of a point by Chris Devalia from New York Alliance.
Got an 11.2 for Jacob. That is a nice looking score, even for that fall. And then
Carl just needs to hit it right here. Nice catch. Nice catch.
Huskins getting loud here for Carl.
Energy's really high right now.
Very nice. Flying giant from him. Coming around to the dismount. Let's see it. Little step, but I think that routine.
Really good routine. Really good routine by Carl.
That's the
He
type.
He looks a little bit pissed that he didn't get that stick right there, but he did amazing.
That's a nice routine that I think the Huskies need. Huskies want.
Up next is the anchor, Everett Barnett. One thing I really like about Everett Barnett's routine is his dismount.
I think he can add an extra twist, an extra flip.
I think he should add an extra flip, in my opinion. Make it a
You
triple.
could probably add both of how high he goes, almost going to the top of the rings.
Yes.
He did a nice 11.4 with Carl. Beautiful routine.
And Christian Devolina takes that all-around spot.
So Kelly staying until the end of the stream. I agree. Nice back, Kyle.
Oh. It looks like Everett Barnett was trying to go for one of his new skills. He's been training.
Been in the gym every day trying to get that jam working.
Hey, I'm proud of him for going for it. Not very.
That skill's been very tricky for him the last couple weeks,
Yes.
but good for him for trying to work that into the routine.
Hi, Everett. You got it, Everett. Let's go. Come on. Hi, Everett. You got it. Let's go. Hi, Everett. Go, Everett.
All he needs to do right now is just focus, continue his routine, stay composed, because you don't want to do another fall. Think he's gonna go again? Nice, he
He'll
hits
get
it this time.
And I'll get that jam working.
His dismount, highlight of his routine. Finds the landing, really nice landing.
And he'll find the stick.
Yeah, he will.
That's big for him to throw that right there and to get up and try it again, just like McVane, and they found it. That's what it's all about.
Really good routine by Everett. A little fluke, but hey, still pulled through. Okay, that concludes our meet for the NYU men's gymnastics team versus the New York Alliance gymnastics team. Recap on this competition.
We got a 276 point. Well, we're still waiting on Everett's score, so I'm not going to announce the final NIU score yet, but we do have a final team score of 288.050 for NYA, and that is a nice looking score right there.
And Christian Devolina taking the all-around spot with a 68.750 for New York Alliance.
Mm-hmm. But nonetheless, Carl not too far behind with a 68.4. Super solid score.
Still waiting on Everett Barnett's score to wrap this competition up. But how do you think NIU did today, Eli?
I think they definitely showed what they're all about with their heart here. They definitely fought till the end. We saw some upgrades in there. We saw the spirit of the team that will really carry them as far as they're willing to push.
We have a final team score for the NIU Huskies with Evan Barnett getting a final score of a 10 on the dot.
Perfect 10.
With NIU's final team score being a 2.278.750. So New York Alliance takes this meet with a 288.05.
Yeah, but this was a great show for the Huskies, I'd say. Definitely some fine tuning that needs to be done. You know, if these boys kind of wrap it up. Thank you. Anything else to say, Rob?
I definitely think this NIU team has a little bit more in them, to be honest with you. I really want to see their reach their full potential and see what they can do postseason, and hopefully everything by then clicks. I'm really excited to see them.
Likewise, thank you guys for joining us
Thank
for
you.
this meet, and that's
We'll
it
see
for
you next time.